What you consume affects the way you think. We all know this on some level. But I want to focus a little bit on one of the ways this works for those of us who read a lot, especially a lot of fiction. Have you ever noticed that when you've been reading a particular author a lot, whether that's several books by that particular author, or one very long book, or a medium-length book, but you read it really fast, in any case, in any of those situations, your internal monologue, or your speech patterns, or your writing, sometimes starts to take on a little bit of the style of that author. I've definitely observed this, and I think it's normal and natural, but there are some things to be aware of. First, an author's style is formed by selecting both a subject and a way of looking at that subject. If he describes a room, what parts of the room does he describe, and how does he describe it? Is it small and cramped, or quaint and cozy? When we read a lot of one author, we start to notice different aspects of things we might not have otherwise paid attention to that author does pay attention to, which is a valuable part of expanding our perspective. But we want to be very careful that the way we're describing things to ourselves doesn't shift out of alignment with our core values. If it's important to you to be positive, for example, reading too many pessimistic authors will redirect your focus to negative things. Second, if you want to be someone who's eloquent and articulate, whether in writing or just in talking to people, then reading authors who are eloquent and articulate is like a superpower. Whether you're drafting an article or a book or just casually chatting, your subconscious is having to constantly find the words to shape whatever it is you're trying to say. The more you load up that subconscious with vocabulary and turns of phrase that capture different points, the more you're going to be able to find the right words when you're speaking or writing. So this effect that a writer's style has on you can be sneaky, but you can also choose to be aware of it and to even use it to make you a better communicator. The keys to doing that are 1. Observing the effect, and 2. Regularly choosing authors who have a style you really like.